President Biden said the U.S. will achieve his goal of having 100 million COVID-19 vaccine shots administered today. That's weeks ahead of schedule. Meantime, Dr. Anthony Fauci and Senator Rand Paul got into a heated debate yesterday, all about whether people who are vaccinated need to continue to wear masks. Take a look.
What studies do you have that people that have had the vaccine or have had the infection are spreading the infection? If we're not spreading the infection, isn't it just theater?
No, it's
not.
not.
The vaccine and you're wearing 2 masks. Isn't that theater?
Let me just state for the record that masks are not theater. Masks are protective. And we
You have
ask
immunity there, theater. If you already have immunity, you're wearing a mask to give comfort to others.
Senator
You're
Paul,
not
you're
wearing a
out of time,
mask
and I
because
would
of any
like Dr.
sign.
Fauci
I totally disagree with you.
So on Monday, our very own Dr. Coley will be on the show, and she will weigh in on this debate. So stay tuned for that. Meantime, after a year in lockdown and an end in sight as more and more people get vaccinated, a lot of people are experiencing anxiety about returning to a more normal way of life. Like, how will you feel going back to a crowded restaurant, a crowded bar? Will you remember how to make small talk? Are you really ready to ditch those sweatpants? And what about going to a big sporting event again? First and foremost, before we get into the conversation about do you have anxiety re-assimilating into society, it's mind-boggling to me, Al, that we don't treat our doctors or researchers or scientists as experts. Yeah. Politicians don't have the same body of work or knowledge as doctors and researchers.
Because they have different jobs. His job is to get reelected. And that's what he's doing. He's telling his base, who he's kind of taking the temperature of, they don't like wearing masks. They kind of were literally forced to wear masks if they want to go in Target. But he's letting them know, hey, I'm still with you guys. I don't think he cares one way or the other. And that's the saddest thing about our politicians. There are very few that I feel like would literally give their life like we've seen civil rights leaders and people do when they really believe in a cause. I just think he was just, all right, what are people mad about? Masks? All right, where's my camera? And
when masks are supposed to protect your neighbor. But really quickly before we go, are you anxious, Lindsay, and then Jeff, to re-assimilate back into normal life?
I wasn't anxious, but I was around kids recently that I haven't seen in a little while, and they were like, I was a monster. They were like, and so you guys all have kids, and so I'm just trying to understand how your kids are going to get to know people that they haven't seen in a year or years or ever.
Good point. Jeff, are you nervous? Are you just ready for it?
I am so ready for it. And if I was vaccinated already, if I was vaccinated today, I would wear a mask, not for myself, for you. This culture we live in is I this, I that. I'm wearing a mask for you to keep you safe. Why don't we start looking out for each other instead of ourselves once in a while? And I'm ready to get back to those crazy people I miss so much.
Well said, Jeff.